Hi guys! Welcome to my first video vlog!
The day that you went away, you've been sending flowers to me.
Hi guys! Good morning! So, kagigising ko and katatapos ko na ding mag-breakfast. So, ngayon dahil sa walang pasok, magta-travel po ako papunta sa Utah. And, kung gusto nyo rin pong matunghayan kung anong meron sa Utah, just keep on watching!
The first flag, what is now American state of Utah, were thus who European and colonial empires are the French and Spanish that explored and created them. The land became part of Mexico when the country gained independence from Spain in 1821. Mexico surrendered the area to the United States in 1848. At the end of the Mexico-American War, the territory of Utah was formed in 1850, and the Utah was admitted as the 45th state in 1896. Later that year, a 45th star was added to the national flag. Utah continued to see the change in the national flag until the present 50-star flag. The state flag of Utah was first adopted in 1911. The main color of the flag is navy blue, which makes up the background. The state seal is located in the center. This seal contains many colors, including brown, white, red, and blue. The date 1896 is printed in white, while the seal is encircled with a gold ring.
The capital of Utah is Salt Lake City. Utah experiences 4 seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter.
Weather change can happen rapidly. Dressing in layer provides the best level of comfort for changing conditions, especially in the spring and fall. The semi-arid nature of the region makes wide temperature fluctuations possible.
The population in Utah is 3 million people. So, ang religion ng Utah is Christian, which is 73% ng population doon. So guys, ang language ng Utah is English. So, ito yung mga examples ng English language na i-translate natin sa Tagalog language.
Buhay! Welcome! Tayo na! Let's go!
In the year July 1776, two Spanish explorers seek a new route from Santa Fe to California and explore Utah. In the year March 1821, Mexico wins independence from Spanish and claims Utah. In September 1824, General William H. Ashley sent trooper to northern Utah and Jim Bridger discovered the Great Salt Lake. In the year 1826, Jedediah Smith leads the first overland expedition to California. In January 1832, Antonio Robideau builds a trading post in the Uinta Passage. In January 1841, Captain John Robertson leads first wagon train for settles across Utah to California. In March 1847, first party of Mormon pioneers arrive in Salt Lake Valley. In March 1848, United States of America wins Mexican War, and the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo is signed, which settles Utah in the United States. In March 1848, United States of America wins Mexican War, and the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo is signed, which settles Utah in the United States. In the year 1849, Constitution Convention proposed the state of Deseret, which encompasses the entire Great Basin. In March 1850, U.S. Senate passes a bill providing for the organization of Utah Territory, rejecting the name Deseret and shrinking in borders. In March 1857 to 1859, Brigham Young is removed as governor by President James Buchanan, who sent a 2,500-man military force to accompany the new governor, which is Alfred Cumming, to the territory starting the Utah War. In 1861, telegraph lines met at Salt Lake City, providing the first transcontinental telegraph service. In January 1868, the name Great Salt City was changed to Salt Lake City. In the year 1870, the territorial legislative gave women the right to vote. In the year 1880, Utah Eastern located 27 bridge between Colville and Park City. They have only 3 bridges. In January 1896, Utah became the 45th state in January 4.
Arches National Park is one of the most famous places to visit in Utah. The best time to go are early spring and fall. Park rangers offer very informative tours, from a 1-mile, easy interpretative hike to the Line Pumping Ferry Fernand's hike that includes some serious rock scrambling. The seemingly lifeless desert is home to a surprising number of animals such as desert rodents, ringtails, skunks, foxes, mountain lion, bobcats, bats, owls, and many others. Recreational activities in the Arches National Parks include hiking, backpacking, mountain biking, camping, auto touring, some of which requirements permit. Guided tours and ranger programs are also available. Various self-drive tours include driving the 36-mile round-trip scenic drive, hiking of some of the trails such as the Park Avenue Trail, the trail in the window section of the park, and the trails to the Delicate Arch, the Tower Arch, the Double O Arch, and the Landscape Arch. The Arches National Park offers a variety of educational and community outreach programs for visitors of all ages, including adult classes, activity for children and families, junior ranger, and archaeology program. Summer history programs for children and Arches Windows of Learning programs, guided walks, and evening programs are offered daily from spring through fall. The oldest and the most popular Utah National Park, Zion means Heavenly Mountain, and the majesty of the surrounding nature inspires reverence. Another 6,000 years before evidence of human agriculture was discovered, people were planting corn. And if you're planting corn, chances are you're settling down into a place which you're calling home, which is precisely what was happening. People were setting up villages in the area, and we know this because archaeologists have found traces of tools, fishing nets, and the likes in this region, dating up until about 500 AD. Some 200 years after that, so-called Pitauses were the semi-nomadic people known as the Anasazi took shelter from the elements for farming. Part swallow caves, part improvised shelters. These Pitauses demonstrate how people were making a plan to make a life in a place that to all intents and purposes seems overwhelmingly hostile. Just think of it, vast tracts of reddish stone, which are wide as they are deep, hard as they are slippery, little natural vegetation, and a tendency to develop catastrophic weather. This area of the world is not for average Joe's comfort zone and a place to call home. Hiking is probably one of the most popular pastimes in Zion National Park, and it varies on that idea of hiking, whether you're exploring the ground by foot, climbing a canyon or kayaking on the rivers around the area. It's a form of hiking just with different equipment. Either way, however, if you're planning to get around, if you're out for a day or less, you do not need a permit. But if you were out in the wild exploring the park for longer than a day, even over one night you do, it's a good system that keeps the park authorities alerted in case you get into trouble. Be warned, however, there's a 3-month booking period and a tight roster as to where you can wander and when. The Natural History Museum of Utah provides visitors with the opportunity to learn about the unique geography, earth, science, history, and native culture of Utah's past. There are currently 10 permanent exhibits: Sky, Native Voices, Life, Land, First Peoples, Gems and Minerals, Great Salt Lake, Past Worlds, Our Backyards, Utah Features. Educational programs offered at the museum introduce age-appropriate tours, classes, and scientific programs to families and students. Participants will take part in workshops, lectures, summer camps, demonstration, and hands-on activities that incorporate science and learning opportunities. Golden Spike National Historic Site is located north of the Great Salt Lake at Promontory Summit. The site marks the spot where the Transcontinental Railroad was completed. This is where the Central Pacific Railroad and the Union Pacific Railroad were joined in 1869. City Greek Center is a unique shopping and dining destination in South Lake, located across from Temple Square and other tourist attractions. City Greek Center offers a blend of luxury retailers, unique to market stores, and trusted brands, from Coach, Michael Kors, and Tiffany & Co. to Solomon and Lululemon, as well as Nordstrom and Macy's. City Creek Center also offered a wide variety of dining options, including Brea Toscan Grill and a food court with 12 distinct eaters, including local favorites such as a Piece of Red Iguana and Bocota. City Creek Center is a must-see attraction with a fully retractable glass roof that opens and closes, unique to any shopping centers in the United States. A pedestrian sky bridge over Main Street unifies the center on two city blocks. Water features include a creek that runs through the center, a fish pond with local trout and waterfalls. The American First Credit Union Foundation offers hourly show and featured show, with the three choreographer song at 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Fire elements are added to the fountain shows after dusk.
So hi guys! Nandito po kami para magbukbang ng Crown Burger. So, ang ingredient ng Crown Burger is beef patty, hot juicy pastrami, tapos American cheese, lettuce, tomato, and sesame seed. Yun, yung mga niya, tsaka yung famous fry sauce ng Yuta. So dahil sa wala naman yung dito, yung mga ingredient na yun, kumuha lang kami ng yung mga available lang na mabibili niya sa palengke namin kasi busy ang Jones. Kaya kulang-kulang. So imbis na lettuce yung yung gulay namin, ang gulay namin is cabbage. So pwede na yan. Cheese, patty, beef patty, tapos ketchup saka mayonnaise. Tapos syempre tinapay. So gagawin na namin ng kapatid ko. Mag-hi ka naman.
Hi!
Napipilitan. So yun, gagawa tayo. So una guys, open mo. Naka-open na siya, ay naka-ano na siya. Nahati na namin kanina. So lalagyan natin ng 2 patty kasi nga ang liit ng patty guys. 2 patty. Ay, ito. Tapos, cheese, syempre. Isa lang kasi. Tapos, lagyan pa ng gulay. Kumain ka ng gulay. Ay, hindi. Lagyan natin ng gulay. Ayos mo. Baba mo kaya muna dito. Gulay ng cabbage.
Ang galing.
Tapos, guys, sauce. Ayun, may Crown Burger ka na, mini. Okay mo na. Sabi mo masarap ba o hindi? Sarap? Totoo? Masarap na? Oh, masarap daw guys. Sarap? Totoo? Nabibilit?
Ulit-ulit. Hindi, tapon na.
the Navajo Hogan. The Navajo-inspired menu is just ground beef, red beans, lettuce, tomatoes, and cheese. Yan. So pa, tulo kami? Tulo ka pa? John Moses Browning. He is known as one of the most famous in history. He made his first gun, the single-shot rifle, when he was only 14 years old and spent the next 47 years in building and making guns. He held over 100 patents for his work, and he is known for his work on the 45 caliber pistol, the Colt Peacemaker, machine gun, and the Browning automatic rifle. And it was first made in 1802 and still made today. Philo Fransworth. Philo was fascinated with the study of electricity. When he was 15 years old, he had developed the theory of electronic transmission picture. 6 years later, he produced the first making an all-electronic television system. His later work to the development of the electron microscope, incubators for newborn, and guidance system for aircraft. Brigham Young, president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, that brought the first white shutters to Utah and founded Salt Lake City. Utah Arts Festival. At the end of June, city comes alive with art from around the world. Locals and visitors alike to check out paintings, sculptures, photos, and other visual arts. Performance art, from dance to spoken word, takes the stage while onlookers of all ages explore arts in new way. The kid-friendly event includes projects and lessons. Utah Pride Parade Festival. The Big Utah Pride hits downtown Salt Lake on the first Sunday in June each year. The parade celebrates everyone, no matter who they are or who they love. As folks on floats and in the street dance, they way to Washington Square. The parade is followed by a spectacular festival of arts and politics. These pride events are family-friendly. Everyone is welcome. Poncho is a waterproof top that covers the upper and usually has a hood to protect the head. Flannel shirt, long sleeve shirt that are typically made from wool. Dining etiquettes. Leave your cell phone behind or turn it off. Sit up straight and keep your elbow off the table. Do not eat too quickly or too slow. Try to keep pace with the others at the table. Never chew with your mouth open or try to speak with food in your mouth. Business etiquettes. Cooperate with others to get a task done. Be willing to learn from others and consider suggestions. Be polite and friendly. Good manners cost you nothing, but it gains you a lot of respect. Be sensitive to feelings of others. Give help when needed. Be honest. If you make a mistake, admit it or try hard. Superstitious belief. It gives bad luck to count a baby's death. When you come into the house, you should go sit in the bed before going out. To lay a knife or fork crosswise, it's to bring about troubles and crosses. If a person kisses you in the left cheek, kiss them back on the left cheek, or it's a bad luck.
Utah designated the square dance as the official state folk dance in 1994.
Trivia. Utah is named after the Native American tribe Ute, which means people of the mountain. The Great Salt Lake is the largest lake west of the Mississippi River. Utah hosted the 2002 Winter Olympics. The mountain near Salt Lake City, Utah averaged 500 inches of snowfall per year. It is called the Bee-Heavy State as this was an important Mormon symbol standing for industry, thrift, and Utah has the highest literacy rate of any state in the U.S.
The day that you